thank my colleague, first of all, Deputy O'Rourke, for tabling this important motion today. The Government's retrofit plan is not equitable. It excludes a large proportion of middle-income households, those who don't qualify for free upgrades, but also don't have the significant cash reserves needed to access the one-stop shop service. Prioritisation of wealthier households also contributes to the growing delays for those living in energy poverty, as evidenced by the Better Energy Warmer Home scheme. The scheme is aimed at the most vulnerable households, but there are now 9,000 people on that waiting list, and the wait time has shot up to 27 months. Between 2019 and the end of January 2022, only 118 homes in Cavan and 85 in Monaghan have been completed under this scheme. It's critical that we put in place a fair retrofit plan that will help lower and middle income households. Sinn Féin's alternative budget proposes a significant increase in the retrofitting budget for 2023 and retargets funding towards those who need it most, and the poorest, the coldest and the most carbon intensive homes. We would replace the Better Energy Warmer Homes with a new scheme for low and middle income households, which includes area-based components and increased funding from the current £109 million to £182 million next year. This scheme would see continuation of free home energy upgrades for currently eligible social welfare recipients, but it would also introduce a tiered grant support ranging from 65% to 100% funded deep retrofits for low and middle income households dependent on income. We would increase the local authority retrofit budget by 50% from £85 million to £127.5 million, as those in social housing are most likely to be at risk of energy poverty and therefore in greater need of home energy upgrades. And we also propose a new £50 million retrofitting scheme for homes that rely on solid fuels for heating, which would particularly benefit households in rural areas, and it would help improve air quality and health and at the same time reduce energy poverty. Sinn Féin's aim to put alternatives in place first, unlike the government approach to solid fuel homes, which rely on punitive action, such as turf bans and carbon tax hikes. We would also establish a local energy action fund that would provide £8 million for sustainable energy communities to fund local community-led retrofits and increase the funding for solar panels as well, bringing that budget up to £24.5 million. Thank you.